Earth loses the moon tonight and the ocean does not vanish. Its biggest tides shrink into tides made mostly by the sun, about 1/3 of today's strongest spring tides, while the sky loses its silver clock. The missing piece is about to move everything. Okay, the obvious answer is that night gets darker, and yes, it absolutely does. No moon means no bright disk over the rooftops, no pale stripe on lakes, and no dramatic eclipses when Earth, moon, and sun line up just right. But that answer is way too small. The moon is more than sky decoration. It tugs on the oceans, gives animals a timing signal, and helps put a tiny brake on Earth's spin. If it vanished tonight, the first shock would be almost creepy because nothing explodes, nothing falls. You would just look up and notice a familiar face missing. Then Earth would begin revealing all the invisible jobs that Bright Circle had been doing. The first surprise is that the oceans would not freeze into glass. The sun also pulls on Earth, so the water would keep rising and falling, just with a smaller chest. Today, the biggest spring tides happen when the sun and moon line up and stack their pull. Take the moon away, and the leftover tide is mostly solar, roughly 1/3 as strong as those big spring tides. That number is the eyebrow teaser. It is like someone was lifting a heavy blanket with two hands, then suddenly let the stronger hand go. Beaches would lose some of their long, wet fingerprints. Mudflats would flood differently. Harbors that quietly plan around high water and low water would have to live by a reduced rhythm. The creepy part is how normal it might look at first. The sea would still breathe, waves would still slap rocks, but the old pulse would have lost its deepest beat. Now shrink the whole problem down to one small animal trying to get home in the dark. A moonless world is darker, sure, but the bigger problem is that a cue disappears. Lots of creatures use the moon's regular glow, angle, and timing as part of their night map. Take that away, and the forest, beach, or reef is still there, but the street signs have been stolen. And wait, even coral gets involved. Coral looks like underwater rock, but on some reefs, spawning is synchronized around moon-driven cycles, almost like thousands of tiny bodies are counting down from the same silent clock. Without that dependable signal, the issue is not instant doom. It is confusion sneaking into reproduction, travel, and behavior. Nature loves clocks because clocks help separate lives meet at exactly the right moment. If this is the kind of space fact you wish school had slowed down for, subscribe and stay with me, because the moon is starting to look like a conductor instead of a lamp. The strangest job has nothing to do with moonlight. It hides inside the length of a day. The moon's gravity raises tides, and those tides act like a tiny drag on Earth's spin. This is not a movie break. You would not feel your chair lurch tonight, and tomorrow's sunrise would not suddenly miss its appointment. This is deep-time stuff, the kind that matters over ages, not evenings. A good doodle for it is a spinning skater with someone gently tugging one's sleeve again and again. Each tug is almost nothing. Add enough tugs, and the rhythm changes. If the moon disappeared, that big lunar contribution to Earth's slowing rotation would disappear with it. The sun would still tug, and Earth still has its own complicated motions, weather, and ocean behavior, but the familiar lunar brake would stop tapping the wheel. At this point, the missing moon is no longer only a missing light. It is part of the planet's timing system. But the weirdest part is this. The moon is a pattern maker with a weirdly long job description. It gives the ocean a beat, gives living things a calendar, and helps steady Earth's posture while the planet leans through space at about 23.5 degrees. That tilt sounds like a boring diagram until you remember what it does. It changes how sunlight is shared across the year. That is the geometry behind seasons. The moon helps keep that lean more stable, so losing it would not be like switching off a porch light. It would be more like pulling a stabilizer off a spinning top. The top does not instantly face plant across the table. It keeps turning, but its long-term motion becomes less orderly. The real loss is stranger than darkness. Earth would keep moving, while the quiet partner that helped set the rhythm was gone. The moon feels almost too ordinary to respect. It is the pale coin hanging over a gas station, the glow in a bedroom window, the curve a kid draws before they can spell gravity. Because it shows up so often, our brains file it under scenery. But Earth is more than rock, water, and air. Earth is day and night, high tide and low tide, spawning windows, migration cues, seasons, and years, all layered like tracks in a song. The moon has been woven into that beat so quietly that we mistake the instrument for background noise. If it vanished, the damage would not arrive as one clean movie disaster. Oceans would still move, animals would still search, Earth would still spin, but the shared rhythm would be off, like an orchestra trying to play after the conductor quietly left the room. That is the bigger picture. Familiar things can be doing enormous work while we barely look at them. Here is a quick fact barrage, because this is where the moon stops being cute and starts being weirdly powerful. A moonless sky would look darker, and the whole monthly shapeshift would be gone. There would be no crescent, no half moon, and no full moon slowly fattening the night. Eclipses involving the moon would disappear too, because there would be no lunar disk to slip into Earth's shadow and no moon to cross in front of the sun. The tides would survive, but they would mostly be solar tides, roughly a third of today's strongest moon-assisted spring tides. And the sneakiest losses would be the ones you could not see. Fewer dependable cues for wildlife and coral, less lunar drag slowing Earth's spin, and no big lunar partner helping steady Earth's tilt. So here is the part that keeps sticking in my brain. Losing the moon would not mean gravity breaks or Earth turns into a dead rock overnight. At first, it would feel almost quiet. The sky would have a missing face. The ocean pulse would shrink. Eclipse seasons involving the moon would be gone. The deeper loss would be order. The glow is the easy part. The real power is repetition. It repeats over tides, animal behavior, coral timing, Earth's slowing spin, and the steadiness of our planet's lean. That is why the night sky is more than pretty scenery. It has been keeping time over your head. If you like questions that start simple and end with the universe getting stranger, subscribe and stay curious. Tonight, if you catch the moon above the trees or over the rooftops, try not to see a lamp. See a cratered clock, a quiet beatmaker tugging oceans, cueing life, and helping Earth hold its lean. I am genuinely curious, which missing piece would unsettle you most, the darker nights, the smaller tides, or the broken rhythm for living things? Drop your answer in the comments, and if the moon feels bigger now, subscribe for the next impossible question.